Assalamualaikum. We're from 6C and today we're going to show our video presentation regarding my neighborhood. So one of the area that we've chosen is the gated area that is located in Taman Seremban 3.
Before we proceed with the points, Taman Seremban 3 consists of two phases, which are Phase 1 and Phase 2. Phase 1 was first developed on 3rd May 2012 and is ready to be occupied on 7th April 2014, while Phase 2 was developed on May 2013. It took the same period of time as Phase 1 to be completed, which is 2 years. February 10, 2015 it finally can be occupied.
So, how does urbanites interact with one another? We will find out how communities in Taman Seremban 3 interact with each other.
Communities in Taman Seremban 3 has secondary relationship, as reflected in Ferdinand Tönnies theory. Secondary relationships best seen as functional groups which develops only to carry certain tasks, or to achieve certain goals, and is impersonal. Communities of Taman Seremban 3 interact with their members in a pleasant way, and is possible to be engaged in any transactions between them. However, normally those interactions have no personal or meaningful intentions, as they communicate just for the fact that they sharing a social space as they live in the same neighborhood. Next, Taman Seremban 3 communities reflects in their relationships, that they develop an urban lifestyle which is separated in union. A neighborhood may influence the way of life, because of changing degrees of luxuriousness and closeness to open spaces. Communities of Taman Seremban 3 is separated with others' residential population, and their union shared the same interest that they have to pay for it. For instance, for the security purpose, the communities have to pay a certain amount of money, based on their community's demand and interest. The last way of interaction among communities Taman Seremban 3 that has been observed, is they have very little sense of community or is selfish towards each other. The community prioritize their interest without taking considerations of others. For instance, there have been conflicts between the communities there, between youth, normally students who rent, and the senior residents. Senior residents prioritize their interests, by preventing the youth from utilizing the park within the residential area, for the reasons as to provide a safer place for their children and family to socialize there.
Thus, from the point mentioned before, we can conclude that urban neighborhood develop unhealthy relationship if compared to rural. However, this unhealthy relationship also have positive sides on its own. For instance, urban are separated in union. They may be separated with others, but their union will protect their interests.
Next, what problem really did occur in Taman Seremban 3? First problem, lack of public amenities and social infrastructure. The public amenities and social infrastructure are crucial in creating the sustainable communities among the residents. However, they are not fully contributed, as the public amenities and social infrastructures in the residential area. It can be seen where the Taman Seremban 3 did not have mosque, public phone, guard cottage, and kindergarten. Next problem is, the gated society is not fully authorized. As we can see, the area of Taman Seremban 3 is practicing the gated society. However, since the development of this residential area still new, the gated area does not fully surround the whole Taman Seremban 3, where other residents may easily go in and out, since it is not gated completely. The facilities and infrastructure provided are still insufficient and lack of manpower to work as a permanent guard. This also becomes a problem among residents and communities in Taman Seremban 3. Lastly, the facilities can be used only for the permanent residents. The facilities and infrastructure can be used only for the permanent residents, because the communities has decided to give permission to people who only paid the fees monthly. The problem arises when the temporarily residence is prohibited in using the facilities in the area when the communities strictly controlled the recreational park and futsal court. They only give permission toward the owner of the house who live permanently and paying the fees every month.
The problem arises in Taman Seremban 3. So I conclude that the communities in the Taman Seremban 3 should take an immediate action in order to overcome this issue arise, where the communities also should collaborate with the local government in Negeri Sembilan in order to fulfill the needs and wants among the residents area in this Taman Seremban 3, to have fully facilities, good environment, then guide authorities and etc.
Next, the opportunities that exist within Taman Seremban 3 neighborhood can be explained in 2 points. First points, opportunities emerge in the various demographic residents there. Next, opportunities also develops through the basic amenities built there. For the first opportunity, which is various demographic residents.
This is because in this area there is so many professional and different ethnicity. For example, there is an Indian, Chinese and Malay people. Out of this, the advantage that we could find is, as you can see here, in this playground, we can say that different multi-ethnic, they are together playing in the playground. It means that they can mingle around and they can know something new about other races or share some information about other cultures. Furthermore, if the resident is greeting each other, they can share other information, and at the same time they can ask about how the condition of the family. Okay, the disadvantage of this opportunity would be the different races could be misinterpreted because we didn't know the exact intention of the other races. This is not a prejudice, but rather the resident might not know the other intention, as the different people has their own agenda. Okay, the second opportunity would be the basic amenities such as the playground and the public park. So the advantage is the resident could easily spend their time to work out, to spend their time with family, so they didn't have to go further, and thus they also didn't have to pay more or pay for something that publicly can be used. Okay, the disadvantage would be the in terms of the maintenance of this public park. As you know, the equipment, this equipment is not cheap. However, also the public is being used for many people, so maybe the equipment will be easily be cracked.
Finally, the quality conditions of Taman Seremban 3. The quality of conditions of residency of Taman Seremban 3 is poor, due to the security problem, less access to public transport and medical care. Without all these elements provided in the area, the quality of the conditions of the neighborhood is considered as poor.
In the term of quality of the condition in Taman Seremban 3, I can assume that the quality of the condition of this neighborhood is quite poor. This is because of the security problem. First of all, there are still several numbers of burglary in this area. There are still lack of security system in this neighborhood area, which is still arise the terror among the neighborhood. Secondly, this community has less access to the public transportation system. This is due to the less strategic place of this area. The bus stops are quite far from this area, and the public transportation such as taxi does not normally enter this area, and it limits the movement of this community. Lastly, the quality of the condition of this neighborhood area is the less of access to the medical care nearby. This is because the neighborhood needs to go to the other place to get the medical care.
Okay, apa masalah yang terdapat di Taman Seremban 3?
Masalah pertama yang penduduk hadapi adalah tiada pondok keselamatan untuk dari itu saya sebagai penduduk di sini ingin memohon kepada pihak berkuasa untuk mendirikan pondok keselamatan tersebut bagi mengelakkan dari pecah rumah kecurian. Tapi penduduk di sini adalah tiada kawasan berpagar di kawasan taman ni. Ianya
So in conclusion, we can say that the area that we have chosen in Taman Seremban 3 is not really can be considered as a gated society. This is because the safeguard of the area is not fully legal because the local government did not approve about this. So the community must take action and responsibility about this. Not only that, there's a lot of problems arise in this area. One of it is that only people that live permanently in this area can use the facilities. However, those who are renting in the house, like the students that study in UiTM, cannot fully use the facilities in this area.
Thanks for watching.